Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Cockrell? Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes.
Mr. Allen?
Okay. Moment of silence, a statement by me, the Board Vice President. As we begin this meeting, let us pause for a 60-second moment of silence to reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activity. Thank you. Okay. Tonight, our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by a young man, Eric Hem. If you'll come on up. And then they'll get you started over here. All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Hey, nice job, Eric.
Good job, Eric. Can
So,
you?
He's from Country Lane, and so we have a few folks back here that are proud of him. And so, hey, Eric, who's here with you tonight?
My mom.
Your mom? Will you wave?
Hi, Mom.
Eric, tell us your favorite subject in school.
Writing.
Writing. Oh, that's
Right.
awesome. It's impressive. What do you like to do outside of school? I see you've got a Cub Scout uniform on.
Camp.
Have you done? Now, what level of a Cub Scout are you?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Tiger,
All
all
right.
that's a
right.
good one.
Good.
Yeah, that's
All
an
right.
awesome one. It's the best.
So, have you got to go camping yet and do all that fun stuff yet?
I have.
Good. Okay. All right.
Well, thank you for coming. Night, can I get a picture with you? Awesome.
Perfect. All right. Well, if you'll come right up here in the front, and Mom and everybody, come right over here in the front. Hey, Eric.
Thank you.
All right. Next item is the approval of the regular board meeting minutes for October 10th.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
Okay, motion been made. Second. Please take the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes. Great. All right. And then Mr. Dykes, come right on up. How are you doing tonight?
I'm living the dream. How are you?
Amen. Thank you. All right. Go right ahead.
Mr. Perry, members of the board, thank you for letting me come to speak to you tonight about our energy program. We are 5.5 years into the energy program. So far, I forgot about the animations. I'm sorry. Go ahead and just click through those. The first year of the program, we saved $490,000. The second year, we hit $700,000. Third year, $744,000. The fourth year of the program, $850,000. And then along with the, click a couple more times. This is why you shouldn't have animations on your slideshows.
Transitions, they work out
And
well.
then one more for me. There we go. Okay, so we're 7 months into the sixth year of the program. We're already at $500,000 for a grand total of $4.1 million over that 5.5 years.
Wow, that's impressive. Very impressive.
Every summer, PSO, our energy provider, holds energy reduction events. These days are over 100 degrees outside. So over the last 7 years, they have actually given us almost $500,000. This year is our biggest incentive check yet at so close to
Almost
$100,000.
breaking the mark.
I was
Wow.
trying so hard to break that 6 figures. But it's our biggest year yet, and it's actually out of all of their participants, we're the highest incentive check for any public school. So we should be pretty proud of that.
That is pretty cool.
The last 2 years, also that check, 100% of that goes to the district. Before, Synergistic would get a small portion of that, but now 100% of that goes to the district. I just want to leave on a note that every dollar we save is an opportunity for our students. Any questions?
Nope, but
Just a
appreciate the
remo-
information.
Yeah, that's just an amazing job that you've done. I mean, I know when we first kicked that program off, we were excited about, oh yeah, there's a little bit of opportunity, but a little bit has grown to an enormous opportunity, and it's purely just from your all's direction. And so that's an incredible job that you all have done over
Yes.
these years and will continue to do. So thank you
And
very much.
We have a great
And
partnership, such an
absolutely.
amazing team that we work with maintenance and custodial services, and all of the staff just really support the program. I do have a banner to recognize the $4 million in savings, along with a surfboard-sized check for
All right.
almost $100,000 from PSO. Mary Jackson is here with PSO. I tried to get the biggest check we could so that we get more people in the picture to hold it up. So.
All right. Don't want to take a picture here?
Hey, they did all the hard work, so all the kudos to them. You did a great job. All right, you guys are gonna smile for a little while here. Thank you guys so much for your participation.
And I know I know we touched base on it, and Mr. Dykes touched base on it as well too, but seriously, thank you to the facilities team, maintenance team. That's a lot of hard work. I mean, I know, even at our site and just trying to get the savings, trying to, pull all the energy you can, create sustainability practices, and that's something that's pretty recognizable here is that, it's not just hey, we're making a simple decision. You can really see that it's built into the culture of the organization here, and that's truly something that's remarkable, and it's going to be sustainable, and you can just see it on and on and on. And so thank you all very much
Thank
for
you. We
everybody
do
that's
appreciate
involved.
it.
So. All right, and so the next item is comments from the public. We do have one person, Mr. Coates. Actually, if you want to come up here, sir. Just for yourself and everybody as you're coming up here, this is a non-agenda item, so you will be given 3 minutes to speak on the topic. We will have a timer present, okay? As it gets down to about 30 seconds, we'll probably kind of wave at you or something like that to give you some kind of indicator.
Just throw
that it's
something
good.
at me.
Yeah.
Sound good?
We'll let,
I
we'll
got
let
a
Miss-
stapler right
Is this
we'll
my
let
timer
Brandy do
right
it.
here?
We'll,
All right.
we'll bring in the muscle. She's going to roughhouse a little bit. No.
Do I get to do an
so-
intro and then you hit, or you just?
So
All right, thank you.
go ahead.
Thanks for letting me have this opportunity to speak in front of all of you, people that take care of our kids. I want to start off by just mentioning one of my favorite books. You might have heard of it. It's called Extreme Ownership, written by Jocko, famous speaker, leadership development from the military. And one of the things he talks about is that everything that happens as a leader, it's our fault. Now, you have to be careful about that word fault. It's more of an ownership and not a guilt or a shame. But the point of it is that if it happens under my command, I'm somehow responsible for it. Either I hired the wrong person, or I didn't train them properly, or I didn't hold them accountable, but somehow, some way it comes back to me. So I say that because what I want to talk to you tonight might sound like a complaint, but I don't want it to come across that way. I'm also an owner of this because I have kids in every single one of your schools. Grade school, middle school, freshman academy, and in the high school. So what I want to talk to you about is the mental and emotional safety of our kids. My oldest son, who is a senior now, his 8th grade year, because he wore a black hoodie, was called a school shooter every day. He never did anything. He didn't mess with anybody. He's actually one of the quietest and smartest kids you'll ever meet in your entire life. Kid was in gifted from like 2nd grade. But because he wore a black hoodie. Just a black hoodie. Now, to be honest, it'd be totally fine if he wanted to dress more extreme than that. There'd be nothing wrong with that. But it was just a black hoodie. That was it. He had to leave school for a couple years and be homeschooled because it wrecked him. He didn't want to be at school, and now as a senior, he doesn't want to be at school. He shows up every day, doesn't get very good grades, which sucks because he's 100 times smarter than me. Now I have a child who's a freshman, and she's dealing with the same thing. And we're being told that there's not a problem. We're being told that there have been some new things put in place that have fixed the problems. But I get phone calls 2 or 3 times a week from the counselor's office that are saying that there are still problems. And I'm not here to point any blame. Every single person in this room is here because you're highly educated and you care about my kids and everyone else's kids. So this isn't about blaming anybody. This isn't about trying to say you guys are bad. This is about just us, I believe, as leaders coming together. I'm taking ownership of what I can to talk to my kids more. I think every single parent, we have our own responsibility with our kids. It can never just be, hey, take care of my, but I do think that as a community, we have to come together and we have to decide what we're going to do about this. And I would love for there to be more interaction with parents. I'm not asking to be outside of this. I'm asking to be involved and included in this. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Coates. Appreciate you. You might just close the app. All right, the next item are the general consent items, number 8 through 47. Any questions? Or
I make a motion to approve.
I second.
okay, motion made, second's been made. Please call the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes. Okay. Next item, Mr. Stecker.
Well, good evening, everyone. I bring tonight the board policies. I do want to say thank you to the chairpersons and all of our subcommittees that's worked on these over the fall. A lot of work that's gone into this. So with that, I do a discussion and motion on the second reading of the policies for multiple sections of the Board of Education Policy Guide.
Okay. These are all the second readings and everything have been reviewed by legal and all that.
That is correct.
Okay,
Legal's
cool.
reviewed everything, and this is the second reading. We brought those
All right.
last month to you as well.
Any questions? Okay, welcome a motion.
I make a motion to accept.
I second.
Okay, a motion's been made and a second. Please call the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette? Yes. Mr. Denton?
Yes. Okay, next item, number 49, is Mr. Moore.
Good evening. I'm here seeking your approval of a price increase submitted by Holt Truck Company. for providing 4 12-passenger special needs buses. These bids were received in May of 2022. The price increase was announced in September, and the total increase to the district is $26,820 to be paid from the 2015 bond funds. And this is due to increase in material costs.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah. I think it was a 127% increase in just steel.
Yeah. Darn.
What is like the date when we're expecting to be able to have them once we approve this increase?
Well, the original was at least 14 months out. That order is still in place, so we're still looking at it probably August, September, get the buses.
Incredible. Good job.
I make a motion to approve.
I second.
Okay, motion's been made and a second. Please call the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Moore. Mr. Bowser, number 50.
All right. Good evening, Mr. Perry and members of the board. The item that I bring for you today is the purchase of some laptops for our staff. As you know, we continue to monitor technology, and as it ages, it's time to replace it with the new. So there you go. Just ask for your approval.
All right, cool. All right. Any questions or, okay?
I make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Okay, motion's been made and a second. Please call the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes. Is that it? We don't have any new business items, so on to the next item, which is adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Okay, motion's been made and a second. Please call the roll.
Ms. Taylor?
Yes.
Ms. Roulette?
Yes.
Mr. Denton?
Yes. All right. Well, hey, thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Not-